Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode on Lumber Capital Log Yard. How much does it cost to own a sawmill? Outside of the actual cost of the machine, there's a lot that goes into maintaining it. And so maybe you can fork over enough to buy the thing, but can you continue to pay the ongoing expense that it costs to have a sawmill? Well, we're going to be going over with you the very gross numbers of what it means to own a sawmill, so you are better informed in making your potential decision to buy one of these things. Let's get into it. First off, let me say that our LT70 you see sitting here with the live deck was over $100,000. Now, regardless of which bandsaw you have, the parts and all of the different things that go into it are gonna be about the same, regardless of whether you have a Wood-Mizer or a Baker's mill. Lots of different mills out there. We've always had Wood-Mizers, so we actually traded in our 40, so that 100 grand would be minus the trade. So the trade-in value of our 40. But that aside, the parts, there's a lot that constantly you're going to be spending money on, and I can't necessarily say how much we're going to spend on repairs because that's really going to vary, and it's not even going to be that consistent throughout the years because we might have a major repair that happens one year and no repairs that happen the next. You know what I'm saying here, but some constant expenses that you're going to have to consider is, number one, the blade costs. Now, this is going to be probably your number one expense that you're gonna really have to calculate in, because our bandsaws, the blades, they need replaced. So many of you know that we have our own sharpening equipment, but this doesn't mean we don't constantly buy new boxes of blades as the old ones eventually get old and snap. I can give you how much a box of blades costs roughly so that you can start to estimate this into your potential decision to purchase a sawmill. A box of 10 blades costs about $380. Wow, I know, that sounds like a lot, and this is why we got our own sharpening equipment so that we don't have to buy nearly as many boxes of blades. Now, we still probably go through about a box a month, maybe more. It really varies, but I'm just trying to give you the gross estimate on this stuff because obviously it's a little bit more complicated than that. And you have to also take your time out of it, and you have to calculate whether you're going to be paying employees. All of that I'm just going to leave out of it. But another thing that you're going to have to consider is things that you're going to constantly have to replace. I wanted to mention, so things like your belts. And your belts cost $37 a piece. So for a set of them, it'd be over 70 bucks. So usually if I replace one, I'm gonna replace the other. And this is gonna be something that you constantly replace. So about 75 bucks for the belts. And let me see what else. Well, you do have your oil changes. Just like any machine, you'd have your oil changes, which isn't probably a huge expense, but the oil filters are about 50 bucks, and those need replaced pretty often as well. So you do an oil change about every 200 hours, I think. So pretty consistently. Depends on how much you're really going to be running it, but we run our mill almost every day. So this maintenance is stuff that you really have to keep up with. We're constantly doing it. Whereas, I mean, maybe if you are just kind of getting into it, then you're not going to be running it quite as much, and this won't be something you have to think about right away. Now for fuel, this is of course a huge expense that you're going to have to consider. We go through about $100 in fuel a week on this thing. We go through 7 gallons a day, so that equals out to about 30 a week. So that seems like a lot to me, at least. We actually have a spare tank that we trade out during about midway through the day because my dad's not always here to fill it up with his transfer tank. So yeah, about 7 gallons a day that we use on this thing, and like I said, that can really add up to about 100 a week. There are also a ton of little expenses that really add up, like grease, which if you have a bunch of other machines, you're gonna have that anyways. Also, your coffee expense and Audible subscription if you're like me. If you haven't tried out our coffee, go to our website, lumbercapital.com, and try out the coffee that I drink every day for yourself. It does add up when you drink coffee like me, that's for sure. And I'm not running the mill without it, so gotta add that in there, right? Anyways, I hope that this video informed you and helped you make some decisions for your future. If you're looking on YouTube, there's a lot to learn about sawmills on our channel, so subscribe if you're into learning more about sawmills. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.